Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and welcome back to my Overwatch build series. So this is just the second part. I'm not used to doing the intro yet. But in this one, I am recreating a home for Sombra. So if you are not into Overwatch, Sombra is a new character, and she's just been released, and I've been looking forward to building her home. And now that we've actually seen who she is and all that, I was even more excited for it because she's a really fun character. She's very sassy. I'm not very sassy, so I don't know what I'm doing, but it's kind of fun to do anyways. But she's a very, I don't know, she's a very colorful character in a way, I guess. And the home that I was building for her, so first things first, Sombra is like a hacker person, so she kind of needed her own space, and I kind of wanted to build her a hideout, like a proper hideout, like a fake cave or something, but then I decided, nah, you know, she's been hacking for quite a while, she'd probably have a fair bit of money and she'd be able to have an actual house, so we should probably make her a house. And I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I initially thought about doing something that was kind of in a Mexican style because she is Mexican, and then I decided maybe not, because that's kind of mean in a way to me personally. Like, sure, she's Mexican, but that doesn't mean she should have a Mexican style house. She seems to be someone that would have a modern house and it would be very colorful, so that's kind of what I went with in the end. And again, I'm just happy with how this turned out. It ended up being really, really colorful, kind of like what I would want Lucio's and Diva's penthouse apartment to be. I've been working on that for a bit, but I wasn't doing too well with building a penthouse. I don't know why, but I'm really struggling with it. But I don't know. I'll make it work at some point, hopefully in a not too distant future. But yeah, this is basically how colorful I imagined their home to be as well, and it worked. I don't know what it was, but there was something about it that just seemed to work, and yeah. So I did kind of want to go with a slight Mexican vibe, so you have kind of these more neutral beige tones, and then the orange, of course, is also kind of a thing that you see a lot, at least if I look at Google Images. I don't know, I haven't been to Mexico, it's kind of far away. Then again, that wouldn't have stopped me, but yeah, it's kind of far away. I haven't been to Mexico, so all I know is some pictures and movies and TV shows. Yeah. Yay for stereotypes. Stereotypes work in The Sims, so it's fine. So here's the living room, and you see it already, it's very colorful. I try to take the colors from the carpet that I've used, and it worked. The colors there's like a bit more, and there's not really a purple in there, but Sombra's color is really purple, so I wanted to use it. And my voice is dying, yay. This is the second time recording this commentary because my recording software messed up. Yeah, it's not so great because my voice was already dying beforehand, but it's okay. I will live, probably. No promises. So yeah, I wanted to have a breakfast bar for her, but it didn't work because the space is a bit smaller than I really planned, or at least I think it would have been fine if I'd made the kind of the sitting area a bit smaller, but instead we just took out the breakfast bar and put in a dining room table there. And you see here that all the cabinets are really dark. I don't know what it is. I'm struggling figuring out what it is. I keep getting this lighting glitch in different builds and in different places, and like some houses have it, some houses don't. Some houses have it in a particular area but not in another area. And I don't know what it is, and I can't figure out how to fix it. So I took out the part of the wall, so now the colors look a little bit weird because it's sort of outside light. But this way I could at least see what I was doing with the cabinets there as well. I put the wall back and you can see again the cabinets are just so dark. I don't know. I don't know what's happening and it's really frustrating. But yeah, it's okay, I think, in the end. We put in some alcohol because, well, it's not alcohol, it's The Sims, it's no alcohol. We put in some drinks or something, I don't know. Put some extra cabinets in this hallway area. I wanted to put in a desk, but it wasn't really fitting, and we've got a special secret area for her to have a PC with lots of monitors and hacking and spy stuff, basically. Which, I don't know, the fact that she doesn't have a PC in the main area may give that away, but I couldn't really fit it in. Yeah. I didn't want to change the outside of the build because I liked it too much, so I kind of decided to do it in a different way. So you see me here messing around with the lights. I really like these new lights, and you can really combine them really cutely. And then this plant thingy, that's very geometrical, is also really cute. But you'll see that I try and play around with different lights in different ways a lot, because it's fun, really. And again, all the little decorations tend to be very colorful. Well, not that colorful, because there's not a lot that we can put on shelves. There's a few things I want in The Sims 4. One is more tiny items to put on shelves. Another one is pillows. Just pillows. Don't know why, but pillows make everything feel so much more homely. I want more pillows. So except for all that, we've got a console here because it's a new thing and it looks like a lot of fun. I haven't actually played with it myself because I don't play the game that much. But I do really want to try that out soon because I think they will be kind of fun to play with. Then again, maybe not, because it's just Sims playing and not actually you playing games. I don't know. It's kind of this Inception thing where things just go weird and you don't want to think about it. Putting in here these two lights on the floor, which I do another time, I think also in the bedroom. I don't know what it is, but I just really like it. Yeah. Put some of these Day of the Dead candles on the dining room table because the colors worked and I felt it kind of fit her personality. I don't know. And here's the bathroom. So I'm using all the new stuff because again, it's new. All the shiny new things are really tempting to use, I guess. The only problem I have with them is that I wish we had like a proper neutral color scheme. Like I've used the semi-neutral one, which comes with like a dark blue color, but there's not a proper really neutral one, if that makes sense. Like before I had them all in the pink color and just, that was way too much pink. And it kind of works combining it with this slightly neutral one, but I kind of wish we had a neutral one anyways, because we don't have a color wheel or anything, so it's kind of like, why didn't they put in just one proper neutral swatch? I don't know. There's a few things about The Sims 4 that really confuse me. And here in the bedroom, you can see me struggle. I wanted to find a carpet that matched the color that's in the pillows, but I don't think that exists. So I end up adding purple in different ways. Using these tables, which I think always look really good for like really modern homes, like almost slightly futuristic homes, I guess. And you'll see me here starting to put in the purple detailing. So use the curtains and then these lights. I've been doing this a lot, hanging pendant lights above bedside tables. I don't know if other people do this or not. I've seen it a couple times in like renovation shows on TV, and I think it looks really cool, so I tend to use it. It's something different than having actual bedside tables, and it looks really good. And it's just different, which I like. Yeah. Um, anyways, I tend to use it and it works, so yeah, who cares? And again, using this little thing with these two different lights, putting in some of these, I don't know what to call them, seats. They're just chairs, right? Without actually being chairs. And a laundry box basket, because I wanted it to look a little bit more lived in. Don't know where I was going exactly, but yeah, it worked out pretty well, I think. And then here we go with building her secret basement spy area. I wanted to put everything on a raised platform because I thought it looked a lot better. But you'll see that this other area downstairs will end up being, well, her secret spy area, basically. So it has a high-end PC, or what looks like a high-end PC, lots of monitors, and it's really dark. I kind of went with, for inspiration, I went with what we've seen in one of the videos they've put out for her, in which you can see her sitting in basically a really dark room, hacking, I think, having some food and a drink, and just sitting there hacking. So basically this room right now isn't very dark because I put in the 2 spotlights, but it ends up being a lot darker in the end. And I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I put in this new desk, which I felt fit her personality and kind of the fact that she is in, let's say, the future. And then I put this high table from the Dine Out Soft Pack behind it and put some monitors on that so that it doesn't necessarily take up space on a desk. And I think it looks really good. And I put these panels there, which I end up giving like a purple light. You see here going in, changing the color of some of the lights. Trying to figure out how to make it work. Everything except for the purple light is like slightly less bright, and I do the same thing here with the purple light being a lot brighter, and I think it just gives that little bit extra that looks really cute. Yeah, I'm happy with that. But you'll see, I will, oh, I put in a stereo, yay, also downstairs. It's funny, I tend to forget stereos, and I'm a music person. I couldn't live without music. There's a lot of things I could live without, not music. That would just drive me absolutely mental, but I tend to forget to put them in my Sims houses, and I feel so bad about it. But you see me here going around through all the unlocks, because the Sims 4 has a spy career, so I figured we should probably grab some of those items and see what we can use maybe for her. So we put in the satellite, and we put in this map, and we put in some more tables to put things on because I didn't want them to lie on the floor. But you can see all this kind of spy equipment. Some stolen item that, I don't know, could be Doomfist in case you play Overwatch. I don't know, but it was just a cute kind of idea that I wanted to go with. Not using the new desk light because they don't really give light, and we put up another wall light, that one, which is really cool. I really like it. And then I put a kind of divider in here because I figured this way, if somebody happens to see it and look in, they don't immediately see it's a spy layer, hacker layer thingy. I don't know. It was just an idea I had and it worked. So she has lots of filing cabinets because, as she says, information is power, so I'm assuming she stores it somewhere. Possibly physically, because she knows how easy it is to hack stuff. At least she thinks it's easy. Maybe it's not so easy, I don't know. And then we have this kind of front patio, and we'll have another patio at the back, as well as a pool. Because again, I think she's been hacking for a while, and she probably has quite a bit of money at this point, so even though our house isn't very big, I think it's still pretty fancy and not necessarily cheap. So yeah, putting in these wind chimes at different heights. I'm happy I went in with the sim so that we could change the wall color, the light colors, and then I realized we could also change these wind chimes, so I decided to just go with it. Use the purple tree because, again, purple is Sombra's color and it kind of fit really nicely in this corner next to the barbecue. And you'll see now the staircase is obviously still quite obvious, but I start working on it. And we put some rocks there, and we put some other green things around it, and it ends up being sort of hidden. Like, hidden enough that I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, it's pretty cute. So, yeah, I always struggle with doing landscaping in Oasis Springs. I don't know if other people have this too. I tend to go with kind of what we have around the place. And if you look in Oasis Springs, I mean, there are patches of green, but there's not a lot. So it's kind of a struggle for me to try and figure out what to use in a way, always. I don't know if other people have this too or not, but yeah, I was definitely struggling because I wanted it to be, how can I say this? I didn't want it to be too lush. I did want it to match in with the rest of the area, but at the same time the staircase kind of had to be hidden. So it was kind of, I don't know. It worked out fine in the end because adding those rocks with the pool, I felt like we needed some more greenery there as well. So you can see me putting it in now, and that really helps a lot. And yeah, putting in some terrain paint. Never forget your terrain paint, people. It makes such a big difference. Moving this little area because it was too close to the other areas that are out of the plot. And again, it looks really cute. Putting in some terrain paint. I forgot the rocks initially, but I'll add them in a little bit, no worries. Putting in a fire pit with a bench or couch or whatever you want to call it, just so that you can sit there and enjoy the view of the lake that's behind the house. And then just putting in some more landscaping. You'll see also at the front of the house, we now have this hedge that kind of hides the front patio, but it needed some more landscaping still at the front, and I fixed it so that it kind of matches the rest of the area, because before it just looked weird, in my opinion at least. So yeah, just going in, putting in some more simple and just nice looking green stuff. I think I put a little patch here as well. And then I finish off the back patio because I forgot. I kind of got distracted with the pool area and hiding the staircase. So we put some more lights on the table, and some of these, I don't know, barbecue sauces, I think. I don't know. And then putting in a fake lounge chair because we don't have actual lounge chairs. That's another thing I would really like in the Sims 4. In purple because, again, Sombra's color is purple. And these are the screenshots. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Not quite what I envisioned initially, but I think it really fits Sombra as a person. So yeah, if you want to download it, check the description down below. There will be a link. I will also link her cat's video in case you haven't seen it yet. And that's it. So I will talk to you next time. Bye guys!